Well, Natasha, I think the pandemic really changed the workforce and possibly forever. So we're dealing with a very tight labor market here, and employers are competing very aggressively for the best workers. And that is requiring everyone to look at the workforce a different way and to put more value, frankly, on skills, regardless of how they were gained.
Now, what made the state of Maryland specifically decide to cut college degree requirements for certain state jobs? And what are those jobs? What kind of jobs are we talking about here?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But listen, we're a large employer. We have 38,000 employees, and we, like other large employers, we're having trouble finding the right employers. But as much as that, the numbers really jumped off the page at us. Maryland is one of the highest educated states in America, yet 47% of our workforce does not have a college degree. Yet many of these people have been what we call skilled through alternative routes. We call them STARS. And these people have obtained their skills through community college, through military experience, through apprenticeship, and of course, through work experience. And what our managers were finding is that these employers were really hungry to compete and to do a great job. And that is why we looked at our requirements and decided, let's put a welcome mat out for these STARS.
Yeah.
Because they have every right to compete.
Well, we know that going to college in the United States is extremely expensive. And as a result of that, it's often a barrier to getting a higher education for a lot of people. Do you think that if other states follow suit and do what Maryland is doing, we're going to see the cost of education perhaps go down in the United States because maybe it's not as valuable to get one?
Well, first off, I just want to be clear. The state of Maryland is we're still very pro-college. We have some of the best four-year institutions, frankly, in the world. You're talking to someone who has 2 degrees himself. However, what we're recognizing is that while college is a pathway to success, it always will be, it's not the only pathway. And I think what we're just starting to see now is more innovation in this space. We're seeing employers beginning to work directly with community colleges, 2-year colleges, to build their own curriculum for their specific jobs. So I think we're seeing a lot happening in this space. College is still a tremendous pathway. We support it. But again, I think what we're seeing is that it's now not the only pathway.
Right. Well, I personally never liked the structured education system myself. I find it difficult to test, for example. But I do feel like there are a lot of benefits of getting a 4-year degree. Do you think that a university education is a necessity in today's world? Or are people going to simply stop going because they can get a job without it? Because, I guess, what is the reason that we choose to go to university today in the first place?
Yeah, again, I don't think it's going away, and it's still, and I believe it will continue to be a valuable pathway to success. However, I think this is probably a signal to the higher education community that maybe more innovation is needed within the 4-year pathway, because big employers are beginning to look at it a different way.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll see more innovation in the space.
Well, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, what Maryland is doing is pretty fascinating, and I'm interested to see who catches on.